Well, in our last Gordon video, this was the #1 video, or song that was brought up. I thought it was about time we gave it a listen. Because even on the first video, y'all brought this one up. So, here we go. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with Mr. Gordon Lightfoot, and we're going to be listening to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. See? My mind's always ahead of my mouth. It was released in 1976 to commemorate the sinking, or to memorialize the sinking of the bulk carrier SS Edmund Fitzgerald in Lake Superior in November 10th of 1975. It is considered to be Lightfoot's finest work, apparently. Well, thanks for letting me know. I actually had the single version downloaded, and I didn't know. I looked at the wiki before I started the video, and I found a live version that's the same length as the album version. It says all the album versions are kind of like 15, 16 years old, so I never trust those videos. I mean, they sound fine, you know, but I don't think I've ever seen Gordon live, if I'm not mistaken, so I kind of wanted to take this opportunity to check this out. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's go. If y'all are not subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below my face. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not busy, leave a like and a comment too. It's from the album Summertime Dream that was released 1976. Let's do it. Alright, Gordon Lightfoot, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Live in Chicago, 1979. 3, 2, 1, go.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up for dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With the load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That big ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind.
That guitar sounds so good, dude.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the big ship and crew was in peril. And later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where turning minutes to hours. The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish pay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
That sounds so good, dude.
Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings, the ruins of her ice water mansion. Oh, Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and days are for sportsmen. And farther below Lake Ontario, it takes in what Lake Erie can send her. But the iron boats go as the mariners all go, with the gales of November remembered.
Iconic, just sounding guitar riff, man. You can almost feel the weight of that riff.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call sgoe. Superior, they say, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
That's so good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The harmony of those. The pedal steel, the guitar, all that. It's great. And the acoustic. Wow, man. He's a great performer too, man. Man, what a sad story too. I did a little bit of, hold on. So I don't know if it's the same lineup for Summertime Dream. I'm going to go to Endless Wire because that was the next one. That was 1978. That's the closest one. All right, so I'm going to just take a shot in the dark because I don't know exactly. Gordon Lightfoot, Terry Clements on lead guitar, Rick Haynes on bass guitar, Pee Wee Charles on steel guitar, Red Shea on guitar, Barry Keane on drums and percussion, Doug Riley on piano and orchestration. Holy shit. Jack Zaza, alto sax, alto, tenor, and sax, shakers, baritone sax, bass clarinet, English horn, alto flute, harmonica, and the harmonium. And then Mitch Clark on the bassoon. It's a hell of an album, huh? I gotta check that one out. That was the closest lineup I could find. So I'm going to go back to Summertime Dream, which was released 1976. Peaked '1 on the Canadian National Chart and then 12th on the US. This was the second single released in the August of 1976. The SS Edmund Fitzgerald was lost during a storm on November 10th. 75 with the loss of the entire crew of 29 men. Launched on June 7th, 1958. She was the largest ship on North America's Great Lakes and remains the largest to have sunk there. She was located in deep water November 14th, 1975 by U.S. naval aircraft detecting magnetic anomalies and found soon afterwards to be in two large pieces. which is very sad. It was owned by the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company. Interesting. Why is it always insurance companies and boats? Just like the Titanic. Well, I think he commemorated, or why do I keep saying commemorate? I think he memorialized them so well here. Their story will not only live forever, but it will be fondly remembered forever. You know, even though it was an absolute tragedy, their names will be spoken about in perpetuity, it seems like, for probably their heroism and just the tragedy overall. It's there's been a ton of shipwrecks in history, you know, but it's different when it's in your own backyard, not in warfare or anything like that. It's just something that's a freak accident, you know. It's such a shame. There's been so many like it too, throughout history, just like, you know, the Titanic. You know, that's not a bulk freight carrier kind of boat. That was a luxury liner, but still the same thing applies. You know, boats are very fickle because once you're out there, you're out there. You know what I mean? And it's scary because if something happens, it's just you and your whoever you're around with. You know, your crewmates, your shipmates. If you're on a cruise or something, because I've been on multiple cruises in my life when I was a kid. I was very lucky. Got to go to Hawaii, Alaska, Panama Canal, Aruba, all that stuff. I was very lucky as a kid. You know, so I love boats. I got to go sailing a bunch when I was a kid. My grandfather owned a yacht when I was very young. I remember being on it barely, you know, but he sold it when I was like 6 or 7, I think, because he was getting a little too old for it. But they would I was gonna say swim. They would, I guess, you know, drive their boat down to the Florida Keys from Maryland and back, and you know, it's just, you know, I was basically born on the water. I love the water. Maryland is a very big water state, shall we say. Unless you live like out in the Shenandoah Mountains or something like that, then that's not really. But, you know, I think Gordon and his band here just captured so much soul and emotion, but also being very steadfast and, you know, not going to say, not, that's not the word. They seemed very, it's not stone-faced. Very serious about it, because it is serious, you know. And I'm not expecting like jokes. That's not what I mean. But like, I don't know, just the way that they approach the song and the writing, it's very matter of factly. You know, it's like just describing the events that happened, basically. You know, there wasn't like much of a creative. There was obviously creative slam, but you know what I mean. Just like, you know, turning the lyrics into something else. You know, that's all I'm saying. But I actually kind of liked how it was very matter of factly and plainly spoken about, you know, the tragedy that happened. And I love the guitar riff in it. For the most part, it was Gordon, you know, singing, playing acoustic, and then that riff coming in after he was done singing. Every single time it came on, it just made me smile, man, because that's genius riff right there. That's really, really good. You know, the percussion when it came in was good. I really couldn't hear much of it or the bass because this is a live recording, you know, from '79, and sometimes the production's not the best, you know. But the official audio one I found was the single version. There's a whole minute chopped off of it, so I didn't want to do that one. And then I get comments about, oh, you didn't do the right version, and then if I do the right version, oh, this is the quality, you can't hear it, you know. So there's no winning sometimes, so I just went with this one. And it was cool to see him finally, because I don't think I've actually watched him perform. I might be wrong, maybe I have, but we've done 2 or 3 videos for Gordon, and every time he's definitely spoken to me, you know, on a deep level, and I really appreciate that about him, because I don't know, he's he's one hell of a songwriter, dude, and he's a great performer, great everything. The guitar playing especially, the acoustic paired with the steel guitar and the electric guitar, all kind of contributing to the overall sound from what I could hear, you know, in the mix here. Obviously, I think, you know, it was mostly the guitars dominating it, and then the vocals, obviously. The drums did peek through a couple times, but that bass was not there for what I could hear. But probably in like the official audio, if I had done the single version, it would have been great quality. But you know, it is what it is. Maybe I'll listen to it on my own time. But I thought that was great. What did you guys think? And what Gordon Lightfoot track should we tackle next? Like I said, this wasn't a request or nothing. I just wanted to get to this because so many of you guys recommended this on the other 2 or 3 Gordon Lightfoot videos that we've done. So here we are. So hopefully y'all enjoy that. Thanks for watching. I will see you later. Patreon right here. Oh, that's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. Join the $15 tier or up. You get 1 free request a month. There's other tiers too. If you want to request a short song, long song, whatever you want to do, the rules are on Patreon. You can read them even if you're not a member of Patreon. You can just go look on the page and they'll be right there. It's not a locked post or anything like that. But you get access to block videos, full album reactions, our Discord server for patrons only, and there's also a PayPal as well in the description for tips, requests, and anything else. I'm out. See you later.